Howdy all, it's time for another adventure with the Rock Doctor. Wow, today we're at the entrance to Pecos National Historic Park. It's located in the state of New Mexico. The park was established on June 28, 1965, and it preserves the remains of a Puebloan civilization that thrived in this area. The park covers an area of 6,671 acres and is situated right along the Pecos River. This river was a significant source of water for these ancient people. The Puebloan inhabitants lived in this area for thousands of years and left behind an extensive network of their structures. These dwellings serve various purposes, including housing, storage, and cultural activities. The establishment of the park preserves the remains of these ancient settlements and gives visitors an opportunity to learn about the area. Today, visitors can explore the remains of a 14th century Pueblo, take guided tours, and enjoy the many hiking trails in the surrounding landscape. Now let's go explore this park. Looking around the park, it's easy to understand why Pecos National Historic Park is the popular destination that it is. For those interested in exploring the rich history of Native Americans and the Spanish settlers in the region, this park has it all. The park is home to several important archaeological sites, including the remains of a 17th century Pueblo village, a number of kivas, and the ruins of a Spanish mission dating back to the 1600s. Visitors can learn about the area's incredible history through interpretive exhibits in the visitor center and along the ruins trail. One interesting aspect of the Pecos National Historic Park is its role as a cultural crossroads. It was located near the convergence of several major trade routes and was a hub of activity for centuries, attracting people from all over the region. Over time, this led to a blending of Native American, Spanish, and Mexican tradition that still influence this area. As we continue to walk the loop trail from the visitor center, an impressive and recognizable feature in Pecos comes to light. That is the Pecos Pueblo. This ancient site is a remarkably well-preserved example of Puebloan architecture that was once home to a community of hundreds of Native American people. We are also fortunate that the site contains a number of underground structures called kivas. These were traditionally used for religious purposes by Pueblo Native Americans. Here at Pecos, we are very fortunate to be able to enter one of those kivas. These structures are typically constructed with a circular or rectangular shape, with a ladder or stairway leading down to the interior. Used for centuries, kivas continue to play an important role in Pueblo tribal life. They are a symbol of cultural identity for Pueblo people and are considered exceptionally sacred. Modern kivas are found in New Mexico and Arizona, where many Puebloans still reside. The calm that you experience at Pecos today has not always been the case. Around 1600, a very significant event in American history took place in the desert Southwest and changed the face of Pecos forever. The event was the Pueblo Revolt. This was a rebellion that took place between the Puebloans and the Spanish colonizers from August 10th to August 21st, 1680. The Spanish colonizers attempted to suppress the cultural and religious practices of the Pueblo people, which led to this uprising. As a result of the Pueblo Revolt, the original Pueblo church in Pecos, an important center of Pueblo religion and culture, was destroyed. After the rebellion, peace once again returned to the area. The Puebloans had fought against the Spanish colonizers and their religious beliefs, and the rebellion led to the expulsion of the Spanish from the southwest region. The Pueblo Revolt was a significant event for the native Pueblo people who managed to win back their land and cultural rights. The rebellion inspired other indigenous people to fight for their rights and become self-governing. Let's continue with our adventure, shall we? The Spanish returned to the area 12 years after the revolt. The mission ruins that you see around you are the remains of a much smaller church, completed in 1717. The exteriors were adorned with beautiful religious frescoes, which depicted various religious figures. They have all since weathered and faded away, giving the ruins the exterior that you see today. The final surprise of Pecos National Historic Park is there is a Civil War battlefield within the boundary of the park. The battle for Glorieta Pass took place on March 26th through the 28th of 1862. It was fought between the Confederate Army led by General Sibley and Colonel Canby of the Union Army. The battle was a critical point in the Civil War as it determined whether the Confederate Army would control the southwest region. On the final day of the battle, the Union forces launched a successful attack on the Confederates' main position, which forced them to retreat back to Texas. I'll leave you with this last little thought. The battle for Glorieta Pass is often thought of as the furthest west Civil War battlefield. However, there was a Civil War battle that took place in Arizona at Picacho Peak, which is located northwest of Tucson, Arizona. It was fought in April of 1862. So, was Glorieta Pass the furthest west Civil War battlefield, or was the battle for Picacho Peak? I hope you've enjoyed this little adventure at Pecos National Historic Park. As always, remember, don't take a trip, let the trip take you. I'll be seeing you real soon on our next adventure. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to send me a comment.